Chapter 8 of Fairy Stories My Children Love Best of All. Once upon a time, there lived a little Chinese boy whose name was Wang. His father used to work in a rice field, but he had had no work for a long time, for there had been no rain for many months. At last Wang's father became so poor that there was nothing in the house to eat. The little boy could not bear to see his parents starve, so he said, "I will go out into the world and earn some money." He had not gone very far, when he met a man who was so old that his back was quite bent. On his shoulder, the old man carried a heavy sack. Wang went up to him and said, "I am young and strong. Let me carry your sack." "Thank you very much," said the old man. "You are a good boy." He gave him the sack, and they walked along the road together. Before long, black clouds began to roll up, and soon thunder began to roar. Now Wang was a very brave boy, but he was afraid of thunder, so he dropped the sack, and lay down by the side of the road. He hid his face in his wide sleeves, and cried bitterly. "Why, there is nothing to be afraid of in thunder," said the old man. "I am not so sure of that," replied Wang. "If only I could see how thunder is made, then, perhaps, I should never be afraid of it again." "Then you shall see how thunder is made," said the man, who was really a great wizard. "You were very good to me when you thought me a poor, weak old man. Now I will do something for you in return." In a second, Wang felt himself spinning through the air. All around him were fleecy clouds. When he stood on them, they gave way under his feet like soft pillows. He parted the clouds with his hands, and there he saw the sea, shining like silver, far below. Then he saw the land, where large cities looked no bigger than beans. He could not help thinking what a fall he would have if his foot slipped. Over his head were the stars, set in the sky like so many diamonds. Wang found that they were all tightly fixed, but he was able to pick out a little one, which he hid in his sleeve. Soon he saw two great dragons, pulling a car with a huge tub in it. As the tails of the dragons swung to and fro, they made that cracking noise which people on earth call thunder. The tub was full of water, and three men were very busy pouring it out over the clouds. When they saw Wang, they said, "Come and help," and they gave him a ladle to throw out the water with. There was one thing that you may be sure Wang did not forget. That was to throw plenty of water over his own village, and over the rice field in which his father used to work. "Thank you for your help," said the three men. "Now we will show you how to get back to earth again." They took the long rope, which they had used as reins for the dragons, and let it hang down from the clouds. Wang took hold of the rope, and quickly slid to the ground. Then the rope was drawn up to the clouds, and he saw it no more. When he looked round, he found himself just outside his village. How pleased he was to see the river beds full of water! He knew that his father would now have plenty of work in the rice fields. He ran home as fast as he could, and you can imagine how pleased his father and mother were to see him again. Wang told them all that had happened to him. Then he pulled the star out of his pocket and placed it on the table. "How it shines!" said the two old people, and, indeed, it shone so brightly that its light filled the whole house. People soon began to talk of Wang's star, and, at last, the emperor heard of it, and wanted to buy it, so he sent Wang a large sum of money for the star. Then the boy and his parents lived happily all the rest of their days. End of chapter 8.